Good morning, everybody. This is Geneva of Geneva's Closet. How you doing this morning? Happy Friday. It's Friday, people. It's the weekend. It's officially the weekend. Things is about to happen today. Things is transpiring. It's popping off. To what exactly? I don't know. Nothing major in my life, but I'm assuming in your life, since today is Friday, because a lot of things happen on Friday. People, family come over, you go somewhere on Fridays. You don't got to work on Fridays. You ain't even going to school starting because of the weekend. You know what I mean? Well, you probably still got to work today, but later on, you might not even have to work the weekend. Today is Friday, and my time here in, the Chicagoland, Midwest, Illinois time, it is 7:02 a.m. So my plan was to come on here and give you some news and let you know what's going on in the world. And let me just keep it real, people. It ain't gonna be no happy. It ain't too much happiness. I mean, there's some happiness going on in the world, but what I have been posting on my Facebook page, Geneva's Closet, make sure you go over there. The link is in the bio section. Just click it and go over there. The stuff I be posting over there, it'd be like, what? That's what's going on in the world. And like I have expressed before, I don't necessarily like posting it, but I be like, I gotta let the people know what's going on in the world, people. I have to let you know. But anyway, so let me start off with the first thing that I have to talk about. So hopefully people are on, because y'all know what I do. Whenever I come on live, I take a piece of paper, my index card, and I put it over there. So I don't even know how many people is on. So it doesn't do anything. I'm bumping stuff. So it doesn't change the way I talk or whatever. I'm just free flowing. I'm just flowing it because I don't even know how many people on here. It could be one person, 10. I don't even know. But anyway, let's go to this first story about Steve Harvey. So yesterday when I seen this article pop up, I was like, okay, they're talking about Steve and the whole radio show thing again. But then I noticed it said The Breakfast Club. And I'm like, are these two separate things in one article? And come to find out, no, it's all one thing. It says that the new Pittsburgh Courier, you know what I'm talking about, Courier, has learned that as of Monday, October 22nd, which is this Monday that's coming up, the Steve Harvey Morning Show will no longer air on WAMO FM 100.1/107.3. Station management ownership has decided to replace the Steve Harvey Morning Show with The Breakfast Club, a popular hip hop lifestyle oriented show featuring personalities, Charlemagne, Angela Yee, and DJ Envy. The show will air weekday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. It's our goal at WAMO to keep things fresh, new, and bring excitement to the city of Pittsburgh. That's what Pittsburgh said. I didn't say that. The Breakfast Club is number one. It's the number one hip hop radio show in the country. This is what Louis Wingfield, the WAMO operations manager, said. And he said it would be only right. It would be right. It would only be right if we add this to give Pittsburgh something to be excited about. Aside from the controversy, they bring so much light to what's going on in our culture. Harvey Show, a nationally syndicated morning entity with, among others, Shirley Strawberry, Nephew Tommy, and J. Anthony Brown as co-hosts, has aired on WAMO 106.7 FM since September 26th. From September 26th until the station closure in 2009. Now they said Steve Harvey was not canceled per se. Well, they didn't use the word per se. I'm throwing that in there. It says Steve Harvey was not canceled because they did anything wrong at all. Wingfield told the Courier. We have truly enjoyed our partnership with Steve Harvey. It's just a matter of changing things up. We don't like to stay the same and keep things exactly the same. We are confident that the city of Pittsburgh will truly enjoy the Breakfast Club. But it says that there has also been other changes to WAMO. Let me just throw this out there. Other changes has went down at WAMO, including the removal of the Keith Sweat Show, the Sweat Hotel, and which aired Sundays from 7 to midnight. And then it replaced Sunday night slow jams with R Dub and the Quiet Storm. So it's letting us know that it has also changed some other things because they want to bring some whatever. The whole point of this thing is that isn't that a shame? Now I know that they make excuses behind it, but it's just a shame. It's like a fact, something is going on because we just reported not that long ago. I mean, because this was during the time that I was in Dubai, that he had lost his radio show and that Claudia Jordan show was going to be replacing that. And then we found out not so long ago, what, a few weeks ago, that he lost his talk show and that singer, Kelly Clarkson talk show. And we was like, Kelly Clarkson? She ain't never even had a show. But they done booted Steve Harvey to put Kelly Clarkson in before Ellen. Kelly Clarkson before Ellen, not Steve. But Steve people, they came back and said, don't go out there saying that stuff. This show didn't get canceled. They just shopping it around. Well, whatever it is, it ain't that no more. That's what we trying to keep it basically, we trying to say is that something happened and it disappeared. So yeah, that's what's going on in Steve Harvey's land with his show and whatever. And then, oh my God, when I seen this, I was like, because if I'm not mistaken, I posted something like this a few days ago. Woman accused of stabbing her 20-month-old granddaughter to death and then baking her in the oven. And let me tell y'all something. I'm not discriminating. I don't give a damn if you're white. I'm going to tell you the white news. I don't care if you're black. I'm going to tell you the black news. I don't care if you're Chinese, Hispanic, Indian. You're going to get told all of them newses. All the newses. That's probably not even a word, but I'm going to tell you all the newses. You want to know why? Because crazy come in all color. There's not one specific crazy. Now, I know I do a lot of black pride talk, but that don't mean I'm dumb. Crazy come in every color, every style, every whatever. So if this was a black woman, you got a black woman right here. Can y'all see this black woman? So I got this from BET. It said, woman accused of stabbing her 20-month-old granddaughter to death and baking her in the oven. Carolyn Jones was charged with first-degree murder. A Mississippi woman was charged with first-degree murder Tuesday. Just Tuesday. Today's Friday, just Tuesday. After her 20-month-old granddaughter was found stabbed to death and left burning inside an oven. I said 20-month-old this was her granddaughter. Bolivar, if I'm saying that right, County Sheriff Kevin Williams Sr. said 48-year-old Carolyn Jones was charged with first-degree murder and the death of Royalty Marie Floyd. Williams said Jones's brother, found Floyd's body Monday night and called the police in Shaw. Police then called the sheriff's office and others for assistance. Sheriffs officially said Floyd lived with Jones while Floyd's mother lived elsewhere. This is what the person said, I've been doing law enforcement for 25 or 26 years now, Williams told the Associated Press. This is one of the most horrible things I've seen in doing law enforcement. The hardest part is to see a child victim. I know that had to been the worst. Spokesman Warren Strain at the Mississippi Department of Public Safety said investigators are still trying to determine the girl's cause of death, as well as her time of death. Police are still unsure if she died before she was placed in the oven. The child's body has been sent to the state crime lab in Pearl for an autopsy, though Williams said autopsy results were not complete on Tuesday. Jones was arrested when police arrived at the home and held overnight. That was the only person who was there with the child at the time, Williams said. Authorities said they had no information about the circumstances leading up to the child's death. That's hard to say, Williams said. We don't know. Neighbors said they rarely saw anyone coming in and out of the home where the child was found. It's a baby. It's an innocent child. She didn't ask to be here, neighbor Tamara Williams told WMC TV. That just lets you know we have all kinds of people in the world. I'm just letting you know, just in case you thought that certain things like this couldn't happen. You know, I mean, because we definitely heard of killing babies. I've said this before. We've heard of killing the babies and stabbing the babies. But you done cut the 20-month-old baby up and put the baby and cook the baby in the oven. What would even cause you to do that? The devil, a bad spirit. If that's what's going on, I'm letting you know about the devils and the bad spirits. I'm just letting you know about the bad spirits that's going on in the world. It's a lot, people. It's a lot. I thought that was yeah, I don't really have a whole lot of words for that. I really don't have a whole ton of words for that. But then I read this and I wasn't necessarily surprised. Are we really surprised when we hear things about the system being off? Anyone in the system, anyone related to that part of the system and justice and all of that, we're not surprised when we hear the schemingness of these people. It's said that 227 doctors and cops were arrested in human trafficking and online prostitution sting. Ain't that about a blip? What you say? 227 cops and doctors. Okay. Polk County, Florida. This is in Florida now. A week-long undercover sting targeting human trafficking and online prostitution in Polk County ended with 200 and wait, did it say 220? No, it said 277. I'm gonna have to change that. 277 arrests that included doctors, pharmacists, and law enforcement officers, people. Pharmacists, doctors, and law enforcement. That's the most we have ever arrested in the history of the sheriff's office, Sheriff Grady Judd said. Operation No Tricks, No Treats. That's the name of the operation. They called it Operation No Tricks, No Treats. Started last Tuesday, October 10th, and ran through Monday, October 16th. During that time, undercover detectives posted fake ads or profiles online posing as prostitutes or someone who solicits prostitutes. Other detectives responded to profiles and ads posted by prostitutes. According to the sheriff's office, 51 of the arrests were related to those who advertised as prostitutes online, and 209 of the arrests were those who solicited undercover detectives posing as prostitutes. 17 arrests were made for other offenses. Sheriff Judd identified some of the suspects arrested in the undercover operation as doctors, pharmacists, former and current law enforcement officers, a lawyer, two men who traveled to have sex with minors, and two sex offenders. They just all hang together. They're just a group of nasty, just a group of nasty. These are some of the men arrested that the sheriff identified. Okay. It's a cancer surgeon at Tampa General Hospital. These are the people that was in this whole human trafficking and prostitution ring. A cancer surgeon at Tampa General Hospital, a, um, a pediatrician at Healthcare Alliance in Wesley Chapel, a teacher from Lake Academy, active colonial in the U.S. Marine Corps, an Air Force veteran, a retired Broward County deputy sheriff, a retired police officer from Birmingham, Alabama. The sheriff's office even caught one of their own. Former Sergeant Luis Diaz resigned from the force after 17 years. That was one of their own. And then someone had posted a picture on Twitter that said, caught one of his sergeants in human trafficking sting. He made a deal, this Sergeant Luis Diaz, he made a deal for sex for $100. Now, this is what the sheriff said. The sheriff has said, we are absolutely embarrassed. Absolutely embarrassed, Sheriff Judd said. We hold our own accountable. We messed up and no longer works for the sheriff. He messed up and no longer works for the sheriff's office. That's what he had said about, oh boy, the Lewis the him who had did what he did. Investigators say 215 suspects drove to Polk County from locations throughout Florida. Some were in the state visiting from Alabama, California, Delaware, Georgia, Louisiana, Michigan, Missouri, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Oregon, Tennessee, Texas, and Virginia. That's where these people were coming from. I'm just letting you know what's going on. Welcome to Polk County, Judge said to them during his news conference. Polk County detectives work with detectives and investigators from Haines City Police, Lake Wells Police, and Winter Haven Police. We are committed to fighting human trafficking by arresting those who engaged in prostitution and trying to identify human trafficking victims, Sheriff Judd said in his earlier news release. It's no secret. You need to stay out of Polk County if you're going to commit crimes. Because I guess he's saying that they bring them down in Polk County. You know what I mean? You go to Polk, you ain't getting away. They see you. That's what they said. That's what they had said. But nevertheless, all of this stuff was going on. Y'all just done did something about it now. It took you about a week or something. Whatever. But then, so this article, which I'm going to put the link or whatever so you can read it yourself, because this article names all the people that were arrested. But what I found interesting from that, because I'm not going to read you the names or go through that, but I was paying attention to the years that these people were born, okay? And what I seen a lot of is, of course, I seen some 53s, some 69s, but I really, for the most part, seen a lot of 86s, 89s, 90s, 79, 73, 91, 85, 88, 83, 80. Oh, I see they go up 46. You know, we do got some 64s. There go 65. Okay, they go at 59. But for the most part, what I'm trying to tell you is that these people really that I'm seeing that were arrested were born in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. I even seen somebody that said 99. Now, let the record show that Jasmine was born in 99. She made 19 this year. So 19-year-olds was soliciting sex. Why? Why? I've never really have totally understood that. Never really. Like when you see younger guys and you be like, they don't even really look bad. What is the problem? You still young and vibrant and you gotta pay for sex. You gotta pay for the punana. Paying for the punana. I don't even know what that's all about. But I just found that to be interesting in itself in this article that practically everybody was young. If you born in the 70s, you practically you like 40, then you still young and vibrant. In the 80s, you know. That's 30 something. You're vibrant. I even seen somebody who said 95. My oldest daughter was born in 95. She going on 23. You soliciting sex at 23? I'm just telling you. I'm just letting you know what's going on in the world. Just in case you thought that all the perverts, the people that's soliciting sex and human trafficking, you know, in your mind, you thought, oh, it's all the old people. This is, you know, older. They not feeling good about themselves. They're trying to go get them a young buck. Now I'm just letting you know. You don't have to be old to solicit the vagina. You do not have to be old to pay for vagina. You can be whatever age. Okay, now let me get to this one. Which one am I going to go to next? Oh, this is what I was going to go to. Don't you remember that story that happened a few, and this, I don't even know if I should call it a story, the sad, very sad, unfortunate event. Don't you remember when that black family, this was a few months ago, they had got on that little boat thing, and don't you remember, I guess some waves or something came, the weather wasn't good, and it was a black family. And don't you remember practically the woman's whole family drowned in the water? Don't you remember that? Because she was coming out and she was doing news releases and letting everyone know what had happened. And I think she said that her and her family, because it was husband, children, it was a lot of people on the boat, and that they didn't have their life jackets on. And practically, I think her husband and all her children, if I'm not mistaken, passed away. Well, this story resurfaced yesterday, and it says companies use an 1851 law to deny liability in the duck boat tragedy that killed 17. So when I seen it, I was like, wait a minute, that's that lady, the black woman who family, and they trying to find something not to give her what she's due. And that's about a blunt, because if I'm sitting up there getting on one of them boats And I've done that before, living in Chicago, going to Navy Pier. They have different boats there. I get on a boat. I don't know. If you say I don't need to put a life jacket, like, I don't know, like, you the boss. You know what I mean? So I don't put it on. You should also be paying attention to the weather. I'm not really you the boat person. You know what I mean? So then I get in the boat. I don't really put my life jacket on. Crazy weather happened that you should have been paying attention to. Me and my whole family going down. And my first man is to sue you. Definitely. You're the cause. You're liable. This was your boat. You should have known about the life jacket. You should have known what to do with the boat, and you should have known about the weather. It's not my job. It's your job. Now my family dead. I'm expecting to sue you. And then to have them try to come out with a law to shut that down. It says Indianapolis, the Indiana woman who lost 9 family members in the sinking of a duck boat in Missouri over the summer expressed outrage at a court filing Monday by 2 companies facing multiple lawsuits in the tragedy. The companies, Branson Duck Vehicles and Ripley Entertainment, cited an 1851 maritime law to limit or eliminate liability for the tragedy that killed 17 people in July. Ain't that about a blimp? According to Tia Coleman's lawyer. Tia Coleman said, I thought that I was dead in the boat when she was sharing her memories about how she lost her family member. In a filing in federal court in Missouri, the defendants denied negligence in the sinking of the boat. Now, for me and you, it's like, how can you deny? It's apparent. I mean, it's as simple as looking up at the sky and being like, yep, it's blue. That's what the water is blue. I can see it. But they denied negligence in the sinking of the boat. But the filing said that if a court does find negligence, their liability is 0. That's because the vessel was a total loss and no current value. No freight was pending on the vessel. Now, for us, we're like, what the hell does that have to do with anything? You know what I mean? Trying to understand their laws and things that they made so long ago in 1851 law. This is really a law that came from 1851. Coleman and her lawyers called the legal maneuver callous and calculated. Girl and lawyer, girl, guys, people, it is very callous and calculated. Ripley's legal claim that my husband and children, this is what Tia is saying. Ripley's legal claim that my husband and children are worthless is incredibly hurtful and insensitive, Coleman said in the statement. Anyone who cares about people or has any human decency should boycott Ripley and their attractions. I agree, because this is a trying to find any way to try to cut corners to get yourself out of the situation and not even having the common decency to be like, you know what, we were wrong. Somehow we were negligent. We didn't know that this was going to happen. I'm not saying we did this on purpose. No one wanted this to happen, but we are negligent. We have to do something about this. We have to make our wrongs right. I'm telling you this to let you know what type of world that we live in. Don't nobody give a damn about your family dying. They don't care about them being the cause of it. If there's a way that they can cut corners, talk to their lawyers, bring out a law, do some other stuff, they will do it. One of the lawyers, Robert J. Mongaluzzi, said Ripley's inhumane legal ploy will sink as fast as their death trap duck boat did. We will legally and factually demolish this frivolous claim. Come on now. Come on, Robert. We need Robert. Tia needs Robert. Because if you're going by Ripley and they whole thing, they don't give a damn. A spokeswoman for Ripley's could not be immediately reached for comment, but told the Associated Press in a statement that the filing is commenting on claims related to maritime incidents. Ding! That's how she said it. That's how they got it up there. A spokesperson for Ripley's could not be immediately reached for comment, but told the Associated Press, I have to say it again, in a statement that the filing is commenting claims related to maritime incidents. Ding! And that's their statement. She said the goal is to give the parties time for mediation. Just give them time and we'll figure it out. We have reached out to those most impacted by the incident and offered to mediate their claims now, the statement said. Mediation often leads to faster resolution and allows those affected to avoid a lengthy process of litigation and, most importantly, begin the healing process. Of course, you want to mediate because the price that Tia probably could get, you want to try to bring that down. Be like, what? Who want to sit in court for all of that time and keep dealing with the pain of keep talking about the incident over and over again? How about we go sit down? Because remember, we got this 1850 law. So you probably can't do a whole lot, this 1851 law. So how about we just sit down, talk about some things right quick, figure out what we can do, give you a price. Everyone's happy, basically. Now, you ain't got no family and you're not really getting what you could get. And we're not really saying that we were wrong. But, hey, take it or leave it, bitch. Take it or leave it. In July, the Indianapolis, okay, this is where it gets to this law. Looked at, it says in July, Springfield News Leader looked at the 1851 law, the Ship Owners Limitation of Liability Act. Okay. The Ship Owners Limitation of Liability Act, which limits damages to the salvage value of the sunken vessel. Let me read that again. It limits damages to the salvage value of the sunken vehicle. This law was intended to bolster a fledgling maritime shipping industry. Congress was trying to encourage people to buy vessels and improve the maritime system. This was 1850. There was no insurance for maritime vessels. The incentive was that if you go ahead and buy a vessel, we're going to protect you if anything goes wrong. Fast forward 2 centuries. It's still going on. It's still on the books. It comes up in every one of these major high-profile disasters. Mongaluzzi said there have been no settlement offers. He is seeking $100 million in the wrongful death lawsuit involving 2 of the deceased passengers, including 1 member of the Coleman family. 16 of the 29 passengers died July 19th when a duck boat sank during stormy weather in Table Rock. I'm thinking of saying Table and not Table, but whatever. Rock Lake near Branson, Missouri. A crew member also died. 9 members of the Coleman family were killed. Her husband, her daughter, that was 1, her son, Evan, that was 7, and Reese Coleman, that was 9. At least 10 other lawsuits have been filed on behalf of other victims, including 5 other Coleman members. Horace, who was 70, his wife Belinda, 69, brother Irvin, 76, his daughter Angela, and Angela's sons, Maxwell, 2. Ripley said in court filing the boat was, in all respects, seaworthy and properly manned. The boat, it said, was in good order and condition and suitable for their intended operation. Well, if it was, which I'm sure that it was, because it wasn't an issue with the boat, it was an issue with them not having life jackets on, and it was an issue with the weather. So that's where the issue came in at. But I just had to read that to you people. Why? Just to let you know the type of world that we're living in. That don't nobody care. Don't nobody care. There's nothing about morals. Morals, sporals, quarrels. Don't nobody give a nothing about morals. Okay, you can take the morals and you know what you can do with your morals. You know what I mean? Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care. And what is this last thing that I was going to read to you all right quick? Because I just did it. I have to read this to you about this man. Aurora man. I got this from the denverpost.com. Aurora man sentenced to 6 months in jail. Why am I whispering? Even though I'm not really whispering. 6 months in jail for using dogs for sex acts. And the dog is likely to be euthanized. Why are they euthanizing the dog? Is he having issues because he's not getting sex anymore? What is going on? Let me show you this picture of this Aurora man. He looks like he could be friends with Jeffrey Dahmer when Jeffrey was alive. They could have been friends. Look at that. Look at that. The crazy people in the world. Okay. So let me tell you about the sorority man. Why am I telling you this? It's early in the morning. I'm telling you about deaths and people having sex with animals. And I just want to let you know the world that we live in. After I get done, you can go pray and have a wonderful day. But I'm just letting you know what's going on in the world. It says an Aurora man will spend up to 6 months in jail for engaging in sex acts with his dog. And the dog will be euthanized because it has become aggressive after being removed from the abusive home. Okay. Poor dog. You know what I mean? Oh, ugh, ugh. Anyway, the an Araphoe, Araphoe, Arapaho, Arapaho, in Arapaho County. Okay, whatever, people. Don't judge me. Don't be coming over here trying to judge me. Okay. Anyway, an Arapaho County judge on Tuesday sentenced Frederick Manzanares, 51, to 6 months in jail and 2 years of supervised probation for participating in sex acts with the dog and his former girlfriend. He pleaded guilty to 2 counts of misdemeanor animal cruelty in September. And Bubba, the male Akita, Akita mix, who also goes by Biscuit, was to be euthanized Tuesday afternoon. Oh, poor dog. You know, he was just trying to live his dog life. He didn't know that this man was going to start forcing him to have sex. Bubba had been living in the Aurora animal shelter since authorities took custody of him this summer. The dog has become progressively aggressive at the shelter, and he's just aggressive. He bothering, like he just don't want nobody to touch him. He's upset. They said Bubba is not doing well at all. The dog cannot safely be adopted. This dog cannot safely be transferred. This dog cannot recover. So they said that they got to euthanize the dog. I know those desires are morally wrong. Oh, this is what the crazy man said. He dressed in a dark suit and spoke in a courtroom, and he said that he said that he has now since he has now recognized that the sex acts were wrong and that he didn't mean to harm the dog. And then this is what he said. He said, I know those desires are morally wrong and they will never manifest themselves again. Whatever sicko, he probably right now thinking about dogs and birds and cats at this very moment. He thinking about a bird. I guarantee you he got his mind on the puppy at this very moment. There's a cat that's going across his mind. Forget a vagina. Forget the women. I'm just reading to you about men who do sex trafficking and the prostitution ring because they want vagina. This man, he wants a vagina. What do you just mean a vagina? He wants an animal, okay? And I wonder, does it matter if it's male or female? I don't know. It's just crazy. Anyway, it says now he is forbid for owning, carrying, or cohabitating with any animals during his probation. He will also complete treatment for his deviant sexual behavior as part of his sentence. In a letter to the county district attorney's office, the animal shelter manager said the city also had charged him in municipal court for allowing a dog to run at large and keeping an aggressive dog. Let me go to it said his former girlfriend pleaded guilty to 1 count of animal cruelty and received the 24-month deferred judgment and sentence, meaning she will not be convicted or serve jail time unless she violates the court's restrictions during the 2-year sentence. I wanted to read to you what she said, because the girlfriend is the one who told what happened. It says Solano, that's the girl's last name. It says Solano called the police in March of 2017 to report a domestic violence incident. When Aurora police arrived, she told them that she and old cuckoo crazy man had been arguing and that she was leaving him because he had been pressuring her to have sex with the dog. Okay. And then Solano told police that the cuckoo man had sent her videos and literature about bestiality for 6 months. Okay. Police later found a custom bench, people, a custom bench that the cuckoo man designed to facilitate sex acts with the dog. I'm just letting you know what's going on in the world. Just in case you didn't know that people actually took the time to build contraptions for them to have sex with animals. Now, we heard of the swings hanging on the ceiling and all of these other things for two humans, okay? I even heard of, oh boy, I forgot, it's this famous man. McAfee, security thing for your computers, you know, because I watched a documentary on him. He had a contraption that I think it hung from the ceiling and it had a hole in it. And he wanted the girls to sit on it so they can boo-boo and then he can eat it. Now that's a contraption he wanted for that. But so we hear them about it, but this is for the dog. Okay. It was a custom bench that the cuckoo man designed to facilitate sex acts with the dog inside a mobile home near the couple's home. Okay. The crazy man filmed the sex acts with the dog and used a hormone spray to excite the animal, the affidavit states. Oh, did you know they even had that? Well, you know now. Just in case you didn't know, you know now. Police found photos and videos showing Solano, this is the girlfriend, having sex with the dog while the cuckoo man was nearby. Now get this. Colorado outlawed sex with animals in 2007. This was just recent. So what does that mean if you just did it as part of an update to animal cruelty? Bestiality was previously legal in the states. Okay. All righty. Okay. First of all, I didn't know that bestiality was it you know, it had options. You know, I didn't know that, you know, it's legal, it's not legal. I just thought it was illegal, period. Just wrong, crazy. You know what I mean? Illegal. All caps, bold, with some exclamation points in red. That's bold in addition to, you know. Did y'all know that? I wonder if it's legal in Illinois. What about in Florida, California, Texas, Missouri, Mississippi? Where in the who? Girl, guys, I'm just letting you know what's going on in it. It's going down. It is going down. So basically, that's it in a nutshell with that one. I just wanted to come on this morning and let you know what's going on in the world you live. You live in this world. You don't want to know what's going on where you reside. You and your children. You, your children, your husband, your nieces, your nephews, your cousins, your cousins, your sister, your brothers, your grandchildren, your friends, your best friends, your godchildren, your stepchildren. They all reside in this world. So you can act oblivious if you want to and act like these things aren't going on. But this is what I'm here for. I'm here to let you know whether you want to hear it or not. I'm going to let you know. Okay? I'm going to tell you. So it's always in your mind. When you're going around your day and you see some weird stuff, or you hear some stuff, so we can stop being shocked. We can just be like, hey, and you know, and it's actually a shame that to not be shocked, because I think you should be shocked and appalled. I am shocked and appalled, but I guess the fact that I'm starting not to be so shocked about things just lets me know that it's starting to become the norm. I guess this crazy stuff is starting to become the norm. You're just used to craziness. I don't know if I expect anything less than. That's why I'm trying to tell you people, everything that I'm reading to you, that I'm telling you, is in the United States of America. So when people get to talking about other countries, the United States of America can't talk about nobody because we don't even have our stuff together. We got a bunch of cuckoos in all shapes, sizes, colors, and nationalities. I'm just here to let you know that, people. But anyway, I need some music. That's what I need. This is Geneva of Geneva's Closet Talk Show. Make sure you like, share this video, and subscribe to Geneva's Closet if you haven't already done so. And then you ain't went on that Facebook page yet. Y'all is tripping. Y'all tripping this morning. You better go on over to the Facebook page at Geneva's Closet and like or follow or whatever you're supposed to do. Y'all know what to do. You grown. I ain't got to tell y'all what to do when you grown. Some of y'all growner than me. Stop playing games. We ain't got time to be playing up in here. And then, today is the day for all of my business people, because y'all know I've been talking about business, been distracted, been working on other things, but I'm back. You thought I was gone? I'm back. We about to get this business thing on and popping. And whatever I'm talking about as far as business, I will not be talking about that on Geneva's Closet YouTube page. We ain't having that conversation over here. That conversation will be over there on Facebook on the business page, Geneva's Closet Tea. And so make sure you go follow me. It's a closed group on Facebook, Geneva's Closet Tea. All you got to do is go to my Facebook page, and then you'll see the whole tea thing in there. And there's people that I have waiting to come in because, like I said, it's a closed group. But I didn't want to let anyone in because I wasn't even over there yet. But now since I'm coming over there today, so we can talk about some business things, I can let you know just a little bit more about who Geneva is and who Geneva is as far as business. So like I said, I won't be talking about that over here. I'll be talking about it over there, people. So make sure you go follow me, and then I will be back because we got to talk about this whole Monique and Oprah Winfrey thing. And I was just talking to Essie about that yesterday. Like, girl, did you know? She didn't even know. I had to let her know the tea about Oprah and Tyler Perry and all of that stuff. And then I spoke to Essie. We're supposed to be having a pajama jam. We did discuss about having a pajama jam this Sunday, so we'll see if that's actually going to be on the crack-a-lackin'. I'll let you know, people. But you have a fabulous Friday. I was about to say Wednesday. You have a fabulous Friday. Hopefully, I'll be on later to talk to you people so we can talk about a few things. But other than that, like I said, people, have a fabulous day, and I will talk to you in a bit, people. Bye.